Hi, I'm Q.
And I'm Nay, and we're Q&S Vlogs. And we just got back from a week-long cruise aboard
The Wonder of the Seas.
Yes, it's the world's biggest cruise ship. And Q and I were on it. And right now we're just gonna give you a wrap up of the things that we liked and things that we didn't like so much about Wonder of the Seas. I mean, it is a new ship. It's Royal Caribbean's newest ship, and it had all the bells and whistles. Yes, it did. But there were some things that Q and I just wanted. These are our opinions that we wanted to just inform you of how we felt about Wonder of the Seas.
Yeah, and certain things that happened during the course
of our adventure.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get started with the things we didn't like about Wonder of the Seas.
One thing I noticed was the early closing of food venues. Like lunchtime, if you 2:30, they said they closed at 3, but they wasn't letting anybody in after 2:30. So if you had a shore excursion and you came back, you basically were stuck eating cafe or the Pizza Sorrento's or the hot dog stand. You could go to I guess taco. What is the place?
I don't know, Lolito Taco.
Okay. So, okay.
Yeah, I mean, that was open a little later, but I guess Q saying that, you know, if you came back and you were hungry, you basically had to wait until dinner.
Right.
You know, to eat. So we suggest that, you know, maybe you might want to take a sandwich or something, a cold sandwich or something up to, you know, up to your room or whatever, so you have something to eat on later, so that, you know, you won't get hungry in between the gap from if you come back from your excursion and dinner time.
Well, I don't think you'll get hungry.
It just might not be what you want.
Choice of food
right.
that you want, and then sometimes I didn't even want that. So.
Right, like a hot dog, you know, gets old after a while, and the pizza too.
Right.
So you may have wanted something else. And what I was saying is that you might want to. I mean, the Cafe Promenade was open, but they had like different varieties of food and sandwiches that you might not like. So we're just saying that it was just limited. We think it was limited because you, like I said, you could only eat so many hot dogs and so many slices of pizza in between that frame. But like I said, this is just us. So it may be different for you.
Well, since we were talking about the actual hot dog venue that they have on the ship, I didn't like the selections they had. They didn't even have a solid beef hot dog, all beef hot dog. It was actually mixed with something, or they had different varieties on different days. But the texture, the taste of it wasn't even a great choice to me. I didn't care for it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you only can get so many hot dogs. You know, they had like a bratwurst, and they had some kind of pork sausage, right?
But even
and that was a meat hot dog. You right? It wasn't a beef hot dog.
Right.
You know.
And I feel as though if you're gonna advertise a hot dog stand on the ship, like,
why not have an all beef?
Or have something that's some really good stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, this is just our opinion. You know, drop a comment below if you like the hot dog spot. I mean, they had like condiments like sauerkraut and the grilled onions and all that kind of stuff. They had 2 different kinds of buns. They had a plain bun and they had like a everything bagel bun.
Right.
You know, so it's all in what you're looking to indulge in.
Right.
I guess.
Just some of the things that we didn't like we said in the beginning, and we didn't care for, so we just letting you share them with you. So.
Yeah, because I felt like you didn't have an all beef hot dog. It's like, why are you having why do you have the hot dog place?
I don't even want it.
Right. And then look, remember when we went up to the Windjam, man, you asked the guy there. He was like, is this an all beef hot dog? What did he say?
He said, yes, it's all beef.
And we were like, oh, we don't know about that.
Why you don't have it downstairs, your famous hot dog?
Yeah, so Q was like, I don't know about that hot dog. It was so funny.
I just asked to just be curious.
Yeah.
Based off of what I seen and down at the hot dog.
Yeah, at the little hot dog spot they had. So that's just our opinions. Okay, so the next venue of food, I mean, we've been watching other people's vlogs, right. And we've heard good and bad about this next venue, but we decided to try it anyway.
Right.
So which one was it, Big?
The Mason jar.
Right, so it was the Mason jar. So, Q and I really didn't care for it, you know? We had it for dinner, okay? Look, he went. They had like the manager, what's her name, Aunt Jenny or whatever.
Right.
I don't know if they switch out Aunt Jenny's.
Right.
You know, when we went, she looked like us, but she could have looked like, you know, maybe somebody, maybe looked like you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But when we went, Aunt Jenny looked like us, and right. And we just noticed that. We were like, wow, okay.
Okay, so we, you know, the first thing I asked her, I say when she introduced herself, "Oh, you doing a cookie?" Or you know, I just cracked the joke.
Yeah.
So she was like, no. When I ordered the meal, We had several things.
Yeah,
there,
you
so.
had the Mima's fried chicken.
Yeah, I tried
with
that.
the collard greens, right?
You know I'm going to try the chicken on most cruise ships.
Look at those.
Because
Look at our other vlogs, y'all, about him and that chicken. Is okay.
I always, I enjoy chicken, so I'm always looking for, if you got a great chicken, I'm going to let you know. So far, only thing I seen was Shaq's on Raw Carnival.
Yeah.
So that's even close. But getting back to this, the chicken was basically recognizable, and it was happy.
He said it was basically recognizable.
It had the spices of I ordered actually the spicy one.
Yeah, the
so
the Nashville hot.
Right, so that actually brought a taste to it. If I didn't order that, probably would have been just plain no taste to it at all. So, and that's the only thing. It made it enjoyable.
Yeah, so that's what he said. And I tasted it, and I'm like, I can taste the hot from that, but I couldn't taste any other like underlying seasonings either.
Right.
So I get what Q was saying. I mean, if you like chicken, go there because it is chicken. Like he says, it's recognizable as chicken. But if you like really seasoned chicken,
or seasoned chicken that's seasoned at all.
Yeah.
That didn't have any without the hot.
It didn't. The Nashville hot gave it
right.
The
it gave it a taste.
Right. What about the collard green?
Collard greens. They basically
he said
they canned collard
greens.
He said
the can.
The kind
glory green.
Yeah. Behind the can. No season. They threw pieces of ham
in there, but that ain't even really do nothing for it.
That wasn't even seasoning. So
he was like, babe, these greens ain't it. I said, huh? And I tasted it. I'm like, no, they taste like glory greens. Anybody y'all out there, y'all know what glory greens is.
Yes. Now, how about your meal?
Okay, so what did I get?
I believe you got
I got the catfish.
Right.
So I got the Cajun catfish with succotash and mashed sweet potatoes, right?
Right.
Now the succotash. Look,
she enjoyed that.
I love a good succotash, and that succotash was good. I really enjoyed that. That was really good. I kept going up under the fish and hoping that the succotash was the clown car of underneath. The clown car kept coming from underneath the piece of fish because I was enjoying that succotash. The mashed sweet potatoes. Okay, they're mashed sweet potatoes.
Right.
The catfish was good. It was nicely seasoned. It was not dry. It was okay. I guess I can't really complain about it. We also had appetizers. We had the devil eggs.
Oh yeah.
And they were good.
Yes.
They were good. I liked them. They weren't very mayonnaise because I hate a bunch of mayonnaise. They were good.
And they had a good taste to them.
They did.
So.
But then we had those little Johnny cakes. I don't know if that's what they're called. Oh my gosh. Those little blueberry Johnny cakes. And they had what did they have on the name?
It was blueberries with mixed barbecue on top and parts of bacon on.
Yes. Oh my God, man. You know what?
I told her, I said they had that as an appetizer. They need to make that platter bigger and make that as a main meal.
Right.
I believe.
Right.
That's one of the best things that they did.
It was one of the best things. Oh my gosh. When I cut into that little, because it was an appetizer, that little like small Johnny cake, and I popped that thing in my mouth, and that blueberry popped in my mouth with that minced pork. Boy, oh boy.
Right.
They got it right on that one. Just Q and I's opinions. So we're on a fence. We're not gonna say we totally disliked the mason jar. We just are on the fence, with it. We think they can elevate it because when you say Southern, you know what I mean? That encompasses a lot of stuff. And what else we wanted to say too?
I say as a venue where you go, especially restaurant, to spend the money to just cover things that we did enjoy, I don't think it's worth
he didn't think it was worth it because at the end of the day, I enjoyed the succotash and the Johnny cake thing.
That was appetizer.
And the devil eggs.
So I don't know if
they were appetizers.
You can just go in there and just purchase those different
I don't
items.
think you can be.
Or you have to get the whole day.
I think you do. So if we're talking like that, like Q said, then I would say it's not worth it. But I'm gonna let you. That's our opinion. So you guys go and you let me know if you ate at a mason jar. Let me know what you think of the food items and everything. And there was another thing that kind of got under Q and I's skin about the mason jar that we noticed that we just gotta put it out there.
Be honest with it.
So when we walked in, it was dinner. And not just this, just looking at other people's vlogs as well. We noticed that they always play country western music at the bar, and I'm like, okay. maybe they're switching out, maybe they're switching out entertainers or whatever,
Right.
So we give everything the benefit of the doubt. They switched it out for them to go on break and come back and sing the same stuff. So basically, we're saying it was like country and western music, and it wasn't really. They may have had entertainers, I don't know, during the rest of the week or whatever. I don't know, but from what I seen from the vlogs and when we were there,
It's mostly Western, but that's the thing. But we feel as though
it's not. Maybe
if you shooting country, you doing everything.
right,
we
you
from-
saying Southern. You
Right,
saying Southern. And being
exactly.
from Maryland, we like on the cusp of Southernness.
Even when you go to New Orleans, you get the jazz.
Right, you get the jazz, you get blues, you get Zydeco.
Right.
So we felt like they didn't really expand on the entertainment options they could have had
Right.
at the Mason Jar. The last thing that we didn't really care for was an incident that happened, and Q it kind of the incident affected our last couple of days on the ship. So without going into a lot, I'm just going to give you a synopsis of what happened. Q and I went out to dinner. We weren't even gone an hour. We had our sign, our YouTube sign on our door with heavy duty magnets. So on our way back, we saw that it had been like,
It was actually laying in the
it was
hallway
laying in the hallway
with one magnet,
still attached to the door, one still attached on the
sign itself.
on a sign. So I was like, what in the world? And this is mind you, this is not a piece of paper. This is a heavy, it's kind of it's laminated. It's a large
not heavy,
laminated
though.
sign. It's not heavy, but it's laminated. It's
Right.
got some it's
Stiff.
sturdy. It's sturdy.
Right.
So I was like, well, why is this in the middle of the hallway in front of our room? And
My first reaction was, why is it in the hallway? Because it's been on the door ever since almost a whole entire week.
right. So we went in the room and I took it in, and I was upset, and Q was
I just
too.
told her, don't even put it back on the door. We gonna and by me being upset, just laying in the hallway and wondering how I got there, I said I'm going down to customer service and she,
guest service.
because I was kind of
Yeah, he was upset.
I was actually pissed.
He was upset. He
And-
was, and I was too. And I was like, please don't tell me somebody just came and ripped our personal property off this door. Who would do that? Who would do
Right.
such a thing? So we called down, and when we called, the lady was like, okay, come down. You have to do an incident report. They're
Right.
probably going to pull the video footage. And we like, oh,
Okay,
good.
right, we'll
So we
see
went
what's going
down
on.
there on Wednesday. We explained what happened. The guest services guy, he gave us his apologies, and he called security. The security guy came and he took our statement. He even walked us back up to our room, and he said, well, we're gonna do an investigation and then we'll let you know, blah 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 blah. I said, okay. So I told Q, let's give him 24 hours. So this was Thursday. So we called down.
Later on in the evening,
Right,
Thursday.
right.
This actually happened Wednesday night.
Right.
So later on, after we had to,
Right.
day off the ship and so forth. So we said we just give them, and they'll say they gonna call us, but they never did.
They never did. So we went downstairs, and then we asked again, and the same guy who was who took our incident report, who told the security about it, he was there, and he was trying to talk to them, and basically the way he was talking was like he was getting frustrated because he was like, I told you about this last night.
He actually was getting frustrated.
Yeah, he was.
because
He was like, I actually,
man, this
right,
actually happened
last night. Right.
The people are here trying to find out
what
going
happened,
on,
right? The
what's
status of the investigation.
Right.
And then at that point, I guess whoever he spoke to, if he produced an incident report form.
Right.
And he told Q and I to fill out the incident report form, which we were like, well, why didn't we fill it out last night? Well, anyway, we filled it out. And then I said, well, can I get a copy of it since I signed off on it? He's like, well, you don't get a copy of it until after the investigation is complete. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, it was like a triplicate form. He says, yeah, when the investigation is completed, then they will sign off on it and you can get a copy. We're like,
And my first thought is, you having us sign this, I get a copy. Anything I sign, I'm want a copy of it immediately. I shouldn't have had to sign that until that report was actually finished.
Right.
And then I'll sign.
right. So that's another
That throw
thing.
a red flag up
Right.
for me right there.
Right. So we said again, he said, well, you should hear something later this evening. I said, well, that's what they kind of said yesterday. He's like, no, this is the customer service rep at the guest services desk. He says, no, I guarantee you'll hear something. He said, I don't know how soon, but you should hear something before the end of the evening, because the next day we're getting off the ship.
Right.
So when we came up in the room later that evening, the phone rang, and it was a person. I think his name was Ramy. He said he was head of security. He said that he had looked over the video footage and he didn't see anybody tampering with the door. He said that it looked as if the door next door got slammed, and it got slammed so hard that it knocked the sign off the door.
And my name, Cabbage Head.
And I said, how is that possible? I said, first of all, this is a heavy duty sign on the door with heavy duty magnets. I said, and they had been going in and out the door all week slamming, because Q and I was like, well, what the heck? What is they doing over there?
And our cleaning person.
Right.
And ourselves.
Right. So we were like, no. And heavy as that laminated piece was, attached those heavy magnets on that magnetic door. I'm like, no. We were like, no. So Q was so upset. Q was like, I'm calling it what it is. That's a lie. He said, that's a lie. No. And I was like, Q, you can't call people lies. But he was so upset, you know, and I understand that, you know. And my thing, and you know, Q was so upset. He was like, let's reenact this. So we got the sign. We put it back on the door with the magnets. And Q slammed that door. And let me tell you, he did it twice. He slammed that door, and I'm telling you, that sign did not budge. Not a magnet moved or anything, because I was inside when he did it. I heard him slam the door
and
twice.
I slammed the door so hard, our stateroom guy came and said, Is everything okay?
And I said, wow. And so then and I said, Q, did it move? And he said, I went outside and the sign was still there attached to the door. So I say that to say that because this is a new ship, I feel like, and I've heard this before for different things, you know, different places and whatever. But I've heard before that, you know, this is a new ship, so they don't want a lot of incidents reported. Especially, they feel like this may have been very minuscule for them. But for me, I felt like they kind of were dismissive towards Q and I. And, you know, in that, oh, it's just a sign, you know, but it was our sign. It's our personal property. And somebody came and literally snatched it off the door and just threw it in the middle of the hallway. No gust of wind did that. Because when Q slammed that door twice, and those magnets held that laminated sign in place, it didn't budge. You really think that somebody just opening the door next door to us, and without the force that Q used to slam that door to see if the sign would come off? No, that didn't happen. Like I said, I felt like they saw the footage, they probably saw it, and they just did not want to approach whomever did it. And especially if it's a little kid, maybe they don't want to approach their parents. And we say that to say that when you have an incident report, make sure you follow through. Make sure that, and that's another thing, they did not want to give us a copy of the investigation report afterwards.
I was actually on the phone with the lady when she called back after security called and told us what happened, claimed to happen. I asked her, I said, well, I want a copy of the form that we signed. She stated that she have to check if we can get a copy. At that point, that we signed earlier and promised to get a copy once the report was done, and they say they was finished with it. So they didn't. They say we'll have your stateroom attendant bring it to you, and I said okay. So time went on. The door came knocking, and a stateroom attendant brought it, but it wasn't ours. It wasn't a stateroom attendant that was closest to us. It was the one that always worked down the end of the hall that I used to go past with the exercise.
Right. And through all of this, the security person said, after he said his initial investigation, he goes, because we want you to feel safe and secure. I said, you must not want. You want people to feel safe and secure, so you're going to curtail or put a spin on incidents because you don't want people to not feel safe and secure to come on your ship. So that's why I say, when things happen that you feel like you need to invoke your right and fill out an incident report, please do that. Please don't let them make you feel like, you know, they like. I felt like they would dismiss us. They tried to dismiss
follow
us.
Up. Definitely
follow up. Because if Q and I had not followed up, we would have went right off that ship and we would have heard nothing else about this.
Right.
So I say that to say that, yes, they probably viewed that footage and probably saw what happened, and they just did not want to escalate that. They really didn't. So we say that to say that really put a damper on our trip for the last couple of days. We were kind of in a funk, but then we got out of it because we were like, we're here, we're present, we're going to keep cruising. This is what we do. We're going to put that sign on the door every time we travel. And we're just going to be more vigilant.
Right.
We're just going to be more vigilant. We ask you to be more vigilant when you're traveling. Just be aware of your surroundings, of who you're around and everything, because we just have to be.
Right.
So that's it for our dislikes on Royal Caribbean. Being that was a big one.
Sorry to bring.
Yeah, we didn't mean to bring this down, y'all, but we just trying to be so open and honest with you and let you know of our experiences, and let you know that if you've experienced something like that too, drop a comment below. I mean, these things happen. We didn't never expected something like this to happen to us, but we just want to bring it to you, let you know this is what happened on Wonder of the Seas, the world's biggest cruise ship, and we felt like that they tried to dismiss us, and they downplayed that incident because that's what they don't want. They don't want incidents because I feel like at a certain level they had to report them. They don't want to report vandalism and stuff like that because people be like, hold up, I don't want to go on that ship.
It's going to happen to me every time.
Right, and that's the whole thing. Okay. So, we off our soapboxes, y'all, and we want to bring it back up. And we want to bring it back up to let you know, guess what? In spite of all that, there was a lot of things we did like about Wonder of the Seas, wasn't it, King?
Yep, a lot of things.
Yeah, starting off with the wait staff, the staff in general.
It was excellent. They catered to basically anything you needed or wanted on that ship. And my hat went off to them. These people work hard.
Yes, they did.
And I appreciate them. I actually tip them extra, things of that nature, because I know how it is in the service.
Yeah, I used to work a service industry job years ago, and I know what it's like, to be appreciated and to be tipped.
Right.
So being as though that's where we both come from, we know what it's like. So we make sure that when you go above and beyond, we're gonna recognize you. And our room steward, Ilias, that was his name. He was so nice. He was so accommodating. I mean, he was really good at his, what he did and meeting our accommodations. I mean, he was really nice. The wait staff was too. I mean, at the
dining room.
But yeah, in the dining room, the dining room staff, they were excellent. I mean, all around the ship for the most part, outside of the little incident, everybody else was really pleasant. They asked how we were doing, even in the windjammer, the main dining room. How are you doing? Is everything good? Do you need anything? It was really nice. So I have to say the wait staff on Wonder of the Seas, they were really excellent. Mm-hmm. The piggyback on our room steward, we like that Royal Caribbean still offered a twice-a-day room service. Right. I mean, you on vacation, you want to
stuff neat.
Yeah, you want to be pampered, and if you can get it, why not? Now I know that other cruise line, the one. Look, they're beginning with this one right here, the one.
We still love that one.
We love them too. Oh, we still love them. Don't get us twisted. But they used to offer twice, but now they offer it once. But Royal Caribbean still offers it twice. So Ilias came in our room twice a day, and a lot of times in the evening we were like, no, Ilias, you don't have to come. So he didn't even have to come. We were like, he said, you sure? We were like, no, you don't have to. We just need some towels. You know what I'm saying? Please. Yeah, some towels and all that kind of stuff. We didn't even have him come in there twice a day, but it was just nice to know that was offered. So we did like that about Wonder of the Seas. And I think that's the Royal Caribbean cruise ships in general. Right. They give you the twice-a-day room service. Right.
Went to specialty restaurants, and some of those specialty restaurants was excellent.
Yes.
I really enjoyed. My wife thought I wouldn't. It's Wonderland.
Oh my gosh. He's okay. So I wasn't gonna get it before I left, and I was like, I don't know, because I don't know Q real funny about how he eat. But y'all seen that video before where he claimed to be a foodie, right? So I said, So I said, well, let me get it and we're gonna see. So I got it. I was still on pins and needles because Q, he real funny about the stuff he eat. I was on pins and needles with that. Cause
that brings me to another thing.
Oh yeah, oh my God, we gonna get to that. So we got it, and we went, and it was really nice. I mean, they had the Mad Hatter, the guy who played the Mad Hatter. Q.
Oh, he was funny. He was funny. He brought the evening. I guess the theme of it actually makes the dinner pleasant. So I mean, it's all good.
It was, and he did not break character the whole time. And he came around and he was so engaging with everyone. And he came to the tables and he came to our table, and I was like, oh Lord Jesus. I'm like, Quint, don't, because I'm always telling him don't, because he does it. He
I irritate.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm like, don't.
I have to interact with. If you're a character, I'm going to interact.
But Q be going above and beyond, y'all. I be like, I be trying to kick him under the table, like my leg trying to kick him, like stop it, So he came to the table with us, and I mean, very engaging. I mean, it was so much fun that evening. And he was telling Q look at the people over there, look at the people over there, and Q kept looking at him, and he was like, you're not looking at the people over there, you looking at me. He said, you looking at my ring.
That's what I was saying.
And his ring was like a cushion with pins in it. It was so funny. Then I said, Q, he don't know where we from. People be trying to do the okey doke. People be like, look over there, you look over there, your stuff be gone. got you. You be the guy got. So Q and I was like, Q kept looking at him, and I was laughing the whole time because I knew it. I was like, I'm sorry, Mad Hatter, but that's what we don't do. We, we don't do that.
He's talking about, you're not even looking at me. You looking at my rings.
Yeah.
I said, I sure will. You ain't sticking me with them rings.
It was so funny, but we had a ball. Everything, the food was good, and the whole atmosphere was nice. And he kept coming around, the Mad Hatter,
right.
And just his joking and everything. He was so much fun. You're gonna see that because we did a standalone for just for Wonderland, and you guys, I'm telling you, if you go on, I think this is often on other ships, not just Wonder of the Seas.
Right.
You should really do Wonderland. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. The food was excellent. The interaction with the Mad Hatter, the wait staff, very, very knowledgeable with every dish that was brought. They told you, how, the makeup of it, and very knowledgeable staff.
Right.
The whole experience, I'm giving that a 5 out of 5. I'm giving Wonderland
I
a 5
even gave it a 5.
Yes, he said 5. I said, Q, what you give Wonderland? He said, I said, what? I said, I give it a 5 too. So we're just saying, Wonderland really impressed us. I'm so glad I got that.
Right.
Another thing we liked about Wonder of the Seas was the Aqua Theater and the Intense Aqua Show.
Yeah, right.
That was really nice. And because we were in the aft part, our cabin was in the aft part, we just walked like 2 doors down and we were out and we were like right there, we could see
on the main
show.
Deck above it.
Yeah, and that show was really nice. I mean, the sheer acrobatics of the cast, just
great.
oh my gosh, and jumping and the water is 14 feet deep, and to come off the
I think they say 16.
16, did they?
Right,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, I don't know, but all I know is they were diving down in that water and coming out, and in perfect synchronicity, and the way the stage would go in the water and out the water and everything. Right. It was just really, that show was intense. It was intense. It was good.
And the training that they have to have.
Yes, because the training, it has to be. It has to be like
just the coordination of everything.
Yes.
It just went.
It went so well.
Almost.
It was
the
flawless.
show was excellent.
It was an excellent show.
I know a lot of people in the beginning of the cruise when they first left the inaugural one, they didn't get
the full. They only got a little snippet of it. We got the whole entire show, and I'm here to tell you, make sure, because that show books up fast. So make sure when you get on the ship that you book the Intense. Right. That show and that Aqua Theater was awesome. Yeah. Okay, one thing we really liked about Royal Caribbean in general is the refreshment packages. Now we do know that the refreshment package, the ultra or the top-notch one with the liquor and everything, that's a bit much. I mean, we're not paying that much for a liquor package, even though they give you like discounts, like one, buy one, get one half off before the cruise or whatever, but still, that's just too much. And with them, not like this one, not like this brand, this the letter, that you have to have 5 minutes in between a drink.
Backwards, that letter.
Oh, is it the backwards? Okay, he says backwards, y'all. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. So it's like 5 minutes between your drinks, even your non-alcoholic beverages. It's not like that on Royal. No. You basically can go get a drink and then go get a drink and then go get a drink, and there's no time wait. And also, there is no limit on the amount of alcoholic beverages you can drink on Royal. Where in this one, whatever the C come up right for you, they cap it at 15. So maybe for the extra money, to know that you have no limits and you don't have a 5-minute wait, it may be worth it for you. But for Q and I, we don't drink that much. We really don't. So we didn't get that. We did get.
I think we drink the mousses on that other when we had that package on Mardi Gras.
Oh yeah, the Mardi Gras. That's the most we ever drank. That's because it was included. So we did get the refreshment package. And the refreshment package, it includes like your sodas, your waters, I think a Powerade drinks, milkshakes at Johnny Rockets, and non-alcoholic drinks. Like you could have got a virgin pina colada, a virgin strawberry daiquiri. And let me tell you, y'all, I really took advantage of that. Yes, I did. I use that thing. Plus they give you like a Coca-Cola Freestyle cup. And with the Freestyle cup, they have Freestyle machines on like, I forgot different decks. And you can mix the sodas however you want. And they're Coke products too. Right. And you can mix it however you want. And I'm telling you, and you can take it over to their island. You can take it over to Coco Cay. You can take it to Labadee, Haiti. Any of their private islands, you can use your refreshment package on. So I'm here to tell you that was everything.
You can just order a soda. Yeah, you don't have to take the actual cup.
Right. You don't, if you don't have your cup, because because a lot of times I left my cup in the room. They just give you a canned soda,
Right.
you know. But I had my freestyle, and we went down to like Sorrento's because one was right in Sorrento, so we would get like a cherry Coke and stuff like that. And you know, that's your time.
That's on deck 5.
Yeah, yeah. And it also includes coffees and Cafe Promenade, like the different types of lattes and things like that. That's included in Cafe Promenade as well. So I'm here to tell you, I thought it was worth it. Also, because Q and I did not get the alcoholic drink package. We did get alcohol delivered to the room.
Right.
Now with Royal Caribbean, they give you pints. You get pints. They don't give you half gallons. They don't give. I mean, I'm sorry, not half gallons. Lord Jesus, not the half gallon. They give you fifths. They don't give you fifths. They give you pints. And Q and I just got 2 pints. 2 pints of rum. So it makes a fifth. 2 pints of rum for the room, and you got 6 sodas with each pint. So we had 2 pints of Bacardi rum, we had a case of sodas, and then we had the drink package, and then we took the 2 bottles of wine, because you could take 2 bottles of wine, 1 bottle per person on. So you know, we were good. But we're just saying that the refreshment package is something that, yes, you should look into. It's just convenient, and you can order your liquor, you know, for them to deliver to your room, and you can bring your 2 bottles of wine on board. Right, Q?
Right.
One last thing that we did like, and I'm gonna wrap this up. It was called the Royal Up program. What it was when we first got our rooms, we got an interior room that had like a window view of Central Park. Mm-hmm. So unbeknownst to Q, I said, I'd like to, I really like to get, an ocean view. So a thing popped up. I got an email that says Royal Up. I said, Royal Up, what is that? So when I looked at it, it's like a program where they know that you have your room, and if you want to upgrade it to the next level, they give you those options. Next up was a balcony of the of the interior overlooking boardwalk. I didn't want that. The next one up there was an ocean view room, so I put that in, and I put the lowest bid in I could, and suffice it to say, I got it. And I was like, oh yay, so we got an ocean view. So that's something that when you book your cabin, they'll send it to you, and then you make the decision if you want to pay. It's per person for the entire cruise, and you just make a decision if that's what you want to do. I decided to do it as a, to kind of be a surprise for Q.
But even looking at, I was very surprised, but even looking at that,
I was very surprised.
The room that we actually had, initially booked, that actual room was spacious just as well.
Yeah, because we did see it.
Yeah.
It was a nice room.
Yeah.
So we're definitely going on another, Royal Caribbean cruise, whether it be, and we're going to get that room because we'd like to stay in there just to see what it is, right?
Right.
So overall, except for that little incident, we had a really good time on Wonder the Seas. I mean, we did some adventures in the, we did some adventures. We went on excursions. You probably already saw it. So we just want to let you know, these are our impressions, our likes and dislikes, our Q and mine.
Right.
This is the impressions that we got while we were on Wonder the Seas. You may agree, you might not agree, but we're trying to be fully transparent here, just bring you, our truths, as we're cruising, because we feel like,
I feel as though you watch the video, you want to know what's going on.
Right.
When you go on your cruise.
And you don't want stuff sugar-coated.
Right.
I don't want stuff sugar-coated.
Right. You want to know what's going on, because you can get people be on here, oh, everything's great. Everything's not great nowhere. So
it's not.
We're just trying to actually share our points and dislikes and likes.
Right.
This is our opinions.
Right.
Some people might not agree, but
they might not. But the world's a big world. You know what I mean? Agree to disagree. And we just want to bring it to you. Like I said, full transparency. We just being honest. These are our experiences, and we want to bring them to you, the truth. You know what I mean? And then you guys make the decision based off of that. That's all we can do.
I still rated the ship overall, appearances wise, staff wise, experience that I had on it. I still would go back on it. I enjoyed it.
We would go back on it.
I told my wife one thing. I'll be getting. I actually ordered some super duper heavy duty.
I don't know why, because he slammed that door, y'all, and that sign did not go nowhere.
Bet you they won't say that won't happen again.
No, because he said, I'm getting some super heavy duty, man. I said, what for? I said, you slammed the door. The sign did not fall off the door.
I won't get that excuse that I got the last time, because
let's hope it doesn't happen.
I'm going to tell him pull on it.
Let's hope it doesn't happen, y'all. So with that, we're going to close this out, because we know we've been going on and on, y'all. We like talking to y'all. Okay. And we're also closer to our 1,000 subscriber milestone. love. So please, 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 please subscribe.
Yeah, like, subscribe, and comment.
Yes, I read your comments. I love the comments. Come on, keep them coming, keep them coming.
Even if it ain't about this ship, if it's shit that came on,
exactly. Any comment, right? Just bring it to us. Yes, just bring it to us, y'all. Because I love reading them. I love answering them. I love that you guys are engaging with us. I love that you're watching our content. I couldn't ask for anything more. I'm so excited and happy. But we need to get to the first G, y'all. That's what we need. We need it.
We need that first 1,000 too, because we'd like to bring you some live feeds in.
Yes, and that's what we want to do when we get to that 1,000. So if y'all want us to do it live.
Some of them stipulations with YouTube, they want you to have that threshold.
But guess what? If you want to see us live and you want to talk to us live, guess what? Give us our 1,000 and we're gonna do it live. Yes, we are. But we want to appreciate and we thank all of you for subscribing. Oh my gosh, we are so blessed that you guys are you don't have to watch us. You don't, but you watch us and you're saying you enjoy our videos, and I'm so happy. It makes me so happy that you guys are finding us informative, entertaining. Just, he's something else, y'all. But I'm just happy that you guys are open to us and you just allowing us, to be a part of, your entertainment here. We're just happy about that. I know I am. So I'm gonna stop rambling on. We're gonna close this out. Nay.
Thank you.
This is QNS Vlogs. We thank you for watching. We are out, y'all. Thank you so much. Peace.